Was Cleopatra truly the epitome of beauty, or is that just a tale spun by history? Beyond the Hollywood glamour and ancient myths lies a story of intelligence, power, and charisma. Did her coins and statues reflect her actual features, or were they symbols of authority? Join us as we uncover the truth behind Cleopatra's image and separate fact from fiction. From Roman propaganda to modern misconceptions, discover the real queen who captivated the ancient world. Let's dive into the legacy of Cleopatra like never before. 1. Misrepresentation in modern media. Cleopatra's image in modern media often emphasizes her as a symbol of extraordinary beauty, thanks to iconic portrayals by Hollywood actresses like Elizabeth Taylor. However, this depiction is far from historically accurate. Artistic and cinematic renditions have prioritized a glamorous image to captivate audiences rather than staying true to historical records. Ancient sources don't unanimously describe Cleopatra as a great beauty. Instead, they highlight her intelligence, charisma, and eloquence. These qualities likely made her appear more attractive than physical beauty alone. Her ability to manipulate political situations and forge alliances with powerful Roman figures like Julius Keizer and Mark Antony shows that her charm went beyond appearance. Recent archaeological discoveries near Alexandria, Egypt, have revealed fascinating artifacts linked to ancient history. Among the findings are a marble statue believed to represent Cleopatra VII and a limestone bust of a king adorned with a Nemes headdress. These treasures were unearthed near the ancient site of Toposiris Magna, along with coins, ceramics, and other artifacts from a submerged section of the city. Notably, a large necropolis and remnants of a 4th century BC Greek temple were also found. In addition to the artifacts discovered near Alexandria, researchers emphasize the significance of Cleopatra's likely depiction in the marble statue and other relics. These findings provide clues to her appearance, suggesting a blend of Greek and Egyptian features consistent with her Ptolemaic lineage. The site itself, Toposiris Magna, may have been closely linked to her reign, adding historical context to these representations. These discoveries enrich our understanding of Cleopatra's cultural and political influence, highlighting her as a unifying figure during a dynamic period in Egypt's history. 2. Ancient descriptions. Ancient historians, especially Roman writers like Plutarch, offer valuable insights into Cleopatra's character. Plutarch wrote that Cleopatra's appeal was not rooted in her beauty, but in her intellect and the way she carried herself. Her voice, speech, and ability to converse with ease on various subjects made her irresistibly captivating. These descriptions challenge the notion that her power stemmed from physical ardor. Instead, they present a woman who used her intelligence to influence and command attention in male-dominated politics. Her charm was often described as magnetic, allowing her to connect with those around her deeply. Such accounts emphasize her skills as a leader, diplomat, and conversationalist, painting a picture of a queen who knew how to use her mind as her greatest weapon. 3. Greek and Egyptian heritage. Cleopatra's lineage plays a crucial role in understanding her identity and image. As a member of the Ptolemaic dynasty, she was of Macedonian Greek origin, yet she embraced the culture and traditions of the Egyptian people she ruled. Unlike her predecessors, who remained culturally Greek, Cleopatra learned the Egyptian language and adopted local customs, portraying herself as a true pharaoh. This dual heritage allowed her to connect with both Greek and Egyptian audiences, making her a unique figure in history. The blending of Greek rationalism and Egyptian divinity helped shape her public image as both a worldly diplomat and a divine ruler. 4. Coins as clues. Coins from Cleopatra's reign offer one of the few direct representations of her physical appearance. These coins often depict her with sharp, angular features, including a prominent nose and a strong jawline. Historians believe these images were intentionally stylized to emphasize her authority and power, rather than adhering to contemporary beauty standards. In ancient times, rulers were depicted in ways that reflected their status as leaders, not necessarily their exact physical traits. Cleopatra's choice to present herself this way suggests she valued being seen as a commanding figure over being considered conventionally attractive. The coins challenge modern assumptions and highlight how Cleopatra controlled her image to serve her political agenda. 5. Roman propaganda. The Roman portrayal of Cleopatra was deeply influenced by political propaganda. After Octavian, later Augustus, defeated Cleopatra and Mark Antony, he sought to justify his actions to the Roman people. By depicting Cleopatra as a manipulative seductress who corrupted Antony, Octavian cast her as the ultimate foreign enemy. This image of Cleopatra as a femme fatale has persisted through centuries, overshadowing her achievements as a ruler. Roman writers and historians painted her as a dangerous woman who used her beauty to exploit powerful men, a narrative designed to diminish her accomplishments. This propaganda distorted her true legacy, reducing a capable queen to a caricature created for political purposes. 6. The role of Julius Keizer and Mark Antony. Cleopatra's relationships with Julius Keizer and Mark Antony have been central to her historical image. These alliances were both romantic and political, strengthening her position in a turbulent era. However, they also contributed to the perception that Cleopatra relied on seduction to maintain her power. While these relationships were significant, they overshadow her accomplishments as a ruler in her own right. Cleopatra was a capable administrator who revitalized Egypt's economy and strengthened its position in the Mediterranean. Her partnerships with Keizer and Antony were strategic moves, demonstrating her ability to navigate complex political landscapes. These relationships should be seen as part of her broader strategy, not the sole basis of her power. 7. Egyptian depictions. In contrast to Roman and Greek sources, Egyptian depictions of Cleopatra present her as a traditional pharaoh. In these images, she is shown wearing ceremonial attire, with symbols of divine rulership that emphasize her connection to the gods. These depictions are not intended to reflect her physical appearance, but rather her role as a leader and protector of Egypt. By aligning herself with iconic Egyptian figures like Isis, Cleopatra solidified her position as a ruler who embodied both political and spiritual authority. This contrast highlights the cultural divide between how Cleopatra was seen in her homeland and how she was portrayed by her Roman adversaries. 8. Modern reinterpretations. In recent decades, historians and archaeologists have sought to reevaluate Cleopatra's legacy. Modern scholarship emphasizes her political skill, linguistic talents, she reportedly spoke several languages, and her ability to govern effectively during one of Egypt's most challenging periods. This revaluation shifts the focus from her beauty and relationships to her accomplishments as a leader. By exploring Cleopatra's efforts to stabilize Egypt's economy, build alliances, and maintain her kingdom's independence, historians paint a more accurate and inspiring picture of her reign. This reinterpretation aims to reclaim Cleopatra's legacy from centuries of misrepresentation. 9. Ambiguity in historical records. One of the greatest challenges in understanding Cleopatra's true image is the lack of contemporary Egyptian records. Most surviving accounts of Cleopatra come from Greek and Roman writers, many of whom were biased against her. This reliance on foreign sources leaves significant gaps in her story and allows for considerable speculation. Without direct accounts from Cleopatra's own people, much of her legacy is filtered through the perspectives of her adversaries. This ambiguity has fueled debates among historians and allowed myths to flourish, making it difficult to separate fact from fiction in her story. 10. Cultural legacy. Cleopatra remains one of history's most enduring figures, symbolizing power, intelligence, and ardor. Her story has been retold and adapted countless times, each version reflecting the values and interests of the era in which it was created. From Shakespeare's plays to Hollywood films, Cleopatra's image has evolved, often emphasizing her romantic relationships over her political achievements. Despite the distortions, her legacy endures as a testament to her extraordinary life. She is remembered not just as a queen, but as a symbol of resilience and adaptability, embodying the complex interplay of fact and fiction that defines many historical icons. And that's the fascinating truth behind Cleopatra's image. Much more than just beauty, she was a ruler of unmatched intelligence and power. History may have blurred the lines between fact and fiction, but her legacy remains unforgettable. What do you think about Cleopatra's true image? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more intriguing stories. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.